Hey, so I want to talk about karmic cycles. What are karmic cycles? Basically, when we incarnate on this planet, and this is a lot more for starseeds, light workers, we are here, we were born into this planet to eventually grow up and elevate and raise the vibration of the planet, right? Because there was a lot of dark going on. And so we were sent on this planet to do so. Now, here's the kicker. We picked these karmic families to live with and grow up with because we were supposed to endure pain, hurt, neglect, abandonment, abuse, all different types of things. Because the reason why we were supposed to endure all of this, we signed up for this, was so we could be prepared for anything when it got to the time where we really were going to be living into our divine purpose. So we were going through these, child abuse, abandonment, neglect, just tough childhoods, growing up, and being stuck in these karmic cycles. So karmic cycles are basically lessons the universe gives us, okay? So it's just a lesson that you've learned, meaning that you're healing. So what happens is we would endure this in our childhood, we're growing up, and let's say, for instance, my story is I was raised by a single mother. My dad, that I thought was my dad, died when I was 2 years old. And she was a very abusive mother to me, mentally, emotionally, physically abusive to me. And the worst part of it was, I didn't have a father there to really protect me, or just another father. So I would be dealing with father issues. And then a mother, I would be dealing with mother issues based on everything that she did to me growing up. Now, the kicker of that one too was that she basically taught my brother to hate me as well. And this is actually something that is so common, but nobody realizes that there is such thing as sibling abuse as well. And when it's another parent turns the other child against the other child, right? So I grew up to basically being hated by my brother and my mother since I was as young as I can remember. I had no idea why. I didn't know what I'd done wrong. I didn't, why was I being called these names by people that, as a child? And the hard part was too, like, even at times my mother would drop me off at my an aunt's house, that I was supposed to be very close to. And even that aunt and uncle hated my guts too, right? And the reason that is because if you're a starseed and you were incarnated on this planet, that these people saw your light. And a lot of them knew who you were. And they didn't like that because they didn't have it, right? And that's why most people don't like other people, is because they're jealous of them. They're like, well, why does she get that and I don't, So basically, I grew into this family, and a lot of you are probably going to be thinking, wow, this is my life, because some of us are on the same life path. So I grew up with basically everybody in my family not liking me and dimming my light, tons and tons dimming my light. And when I grow up, what happens is I'm supposed to learn lessons in order to heal myself. So a lesson for me would be, as I get older and I'm getting into high school, let's say, I will probably have issues with men because I was abandoned by my birth father. My father was never around, okay? And usually if you've never had a father around, or they were abusive or neglectful, you're going to have daddy issues. And this is for men or women. And that can stem from you tending to gravitate toward narcissistic people because you're always looking for that gratification, that acceptance from somebody that you'll never get. And the reason why you go to narcissists is because they'll never give it to you, and that's what you're used to, but you don't realize that that's the sick circle that you're in. So basically, if I in high school are dating these men that are like, I'm always wanting to feel accepted by this person, but yet I always feel second, everything may come first, or this person kind of dummies me down and makes me feel small. So for example, like my lesson would be that I need to learn to love myself. I need to learn that inside of myself, this had nothing to do with me. This was them. This was what everybody else treated me like. I'm a good person. I'm a loving person. That this was something I signed up for. But you won't know that until now, right? Until you're an adult. So basically, if you don't learn that lesson, you'll keep getting kind of the same type of people in your life, whether it be friends, relationships, coworkers. You will get these same people in your life that are lessons, and they will continue to come until you learn that lesson. And how you learn that lesson is you kind of start to heal things about yourself. Why do I end up being around people like this? Like, why do I accept the people being, why do I accept being treated this way? Why do I feel like no one wants to be around me, And instead of giving up, you want to figure that out. You want to be better. So that's a cycle. And these cycles, it's called a karmic cycle, meaning you're going to continue to go on the karmic wheel until you learn the lesson. So let's say I wake up suddenly and I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this. I do a lot of work on myself. I realize, man, like all that shit that happened to me had nothing to do with me. I'm a powerful person. I deserve better. I love myself. And I do work, like go to therapy. I journal. I do everything I can. Okay. And so as I do this, I get better and I start to really see the signs of the people that were like similar to the way like my family treated me. You start to, when you're healing, you actually start to notice why these people were in your life and how they're so similar to the people that treated you like shit when you were little, right? So if I learn that lesson, then what happens is the universe will give you another lesson. So they'll send you somebody, into your life, whether it even be family, and if you start to be treated as the same way as before when you were younger or in your past relationships, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to notice that. You're supposed to see, okay, that I can't do that again. And so if you decide to jump off that karmic wheel, meaning I learned the lesson, this person, is not going to treat me this way. I'm not going down this road again. Goodbye. Then what happens is it's like you elevate. Kind of think about it. Like we're like these celestial beings living in these meat suits, okay? And our meat suits are weighing us down. But what's weighing us down mostly is like all the shit that we've dealt with in our life, okay? So it's almost energetically, it's like you burped up one of those bricks that has been holding you down, right? Your whole life. And once you do that, after you learn from the lesson and even the test, then it's like you elevate, okay? So what you go through is you go through a spiritual transformation. You go through your dark night of the soul, and that's where you're doing your healing. You're facing your stuff. Why does this happen, right? And dark night of souls can be dark, but it's facing stuff. And as you get through the dark night of soul and you're learning the lessons and you're doing the healing, you go through a spiritual awakening. And a spiritual awakening is like awakening to the fact of who you really are, okay? And you don't really learn that early in age because you have so many bricks that you need to release. So you kind of just go through these things, but you just feel lighter and you see life differently, So then you go through, and then you're going to have to go through another karmic cycle. And let's say this karmic cycle is your daddy issues because your dad was never around. So you never had a dad. You don't even know what it's like to like have a man, around to take care of you. So you've always had to take care of yourself. Let's say that. So what happens is, let's say men come to you and they want to take care of you, but you're like, no, I take care of myself. Like, I don't need you taking care of me. I can take care of myself. And you won't let that happen. Right. And, so let's say the lesson there is that you need to let go of that, and you need to realize that there are actually people out there that want to take care of you and want to love you. This person isn't going to leave you, if that makes sense. There's these abandonment, like if I let you take care of me, you're going to leave me, and then I'm going to be in pain like I was without a father or in any other relationship I was in. So that lesson would be for me to look back and say, okay, I get it. I never had a father. I felt like maybe my father didn't love me, and that's why he just never wanted to come around to identify himself to me. And so maybe that's why I won't let anyone take care of me, is because I'm afraid if they leave, I'll be destroyed. Okay, everybody's story is different, but this is kind of, I'm trying to give you a very, like we're in a classroom and I'm trying to teach you starseeds to like get up. Okay, so then basically you learn that lesson, you get your test. If you get through that test, then again you go through. So you go through many dark night of the souls, you go through many spiritual awakenings in your lifetime, only after you learn the karmic lesson and you did the healing work. Then what happens is you go through a transformation, and transformations can be tough too. It's like you're transforming out of your old self into your new self, right? And the universe and your ancestors or everyone, they're giving you these DNA upgrades. They're matching your new DNA to who you spiritually are, your celestial self. So that's where that comes in. And when you go through the transformation and you're still doing the healing work and you don't get stuck in any karmic cycles or feeling sorry for yourself and getting, held back by karmics or negative energy, then you go through an ascension process. And the ascension process is where, again, your DNAs, they're upgrading your DNAs, everything about your body, mind, and soul. You may get some more spiritual gifts, psychic gifts. You basically are opening your eyes to the world and being like, damn, this place is cool. Like, you know more than people, right? The people that are stuck in their karmic cycles, it's like, you know more than them. But again, you'll be stuck around people that'll try to dumb you down and make you think you're crazy for talking about this shit. So that's kind of what happens once you do your healing work and you want to elevate and you want to get out of the crap hole that you're in, these karmic cycles, the pain, holding on to pain and hurt and feeling horrible, So the whole purpose of my channel and with me is because I want you to look at it in a way that this is a classroom and I want to teach you. I am in no way negating your pain, what you've been through, the trauma that you've dealt with. I am not, because I've had it and I know it sucks. But what I'm trying to do is trying to teach you how to look at it in a way of how you looked at it before you even came here. Does that make sense? I want you to look at it as like, you signed up for this. You never knew how hard it was going to be until you dealt with it. But now it's like you're awakened to this and you want to elevate. So here's the thing too. If you start living in your purpose, and everybody's purpose, once they go through their awakening stages, is elevating the planet, right? But you have to be in good vibrational energy. You have to be a positive person. You have to have a high vibration. Chakras have to be cleared. You have to be giving, grateful, loving. These are all the things that have to be. You can't be in some low vibration copying off of somebody else's of the lights, Like I've had someone copy my channel, of me trying to talk love and light, and this person's a drug addict. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and they're like, oh, and love and light, and they act like they talk to spirit guides, and they're, all this stuff, and it's like, but, and it's like, oh, but they're a prostitute, It's stuff like that. Like, those people won't ever go through these ascension, spiritual awakenings, and any of that. So let them copy you, because you're going to have copiers, and that's just that. But just know that they're never going to elevate, right? And your knowledge is going to keep on coming in the more that you awaken, right? So the more you awaken, the more spiritual gifts you get, right? And the lighter you feel, and the more healed you feel, and the more in power of yourself that you feel, and love and light. And once you keep on that path of good vibration, positive, your protection from anything negative, evil, dark, literally upgrades. And then you need to look at life that way, right? Like some of us are being gang stalked, we're being targeted, because we're sharing this knowledge. But if you keep living your purpose, you have an army of ancestors, angels, spirit guides, and a universe that will pound a fist on anybody, right? Someone tries with full intention to come and shoot you and, drive it over to your house, like they'll get in a car accident. It's just, there's that control. Does that make sense? So just live in your power, keep going, focus on the healing. The healing's the best part, because once you heal, it's like you will feel so empowered that you won't be scared to share your gifts. You won't be scared to share your story. You won't be scared to help other people because you'll know how it felt and you'll want to help people. So don't pay attention to the copiers. There's going to be people that are going to copy your stuff. And the thing of it is that those people will do that, but then it's like they're always just going to stay stuck when they could have been doing the work. And then you're going to have all this knowledge and they're not going to be stuck. And if you have people that are trying to attack you, negate the things that you say, there are going to be people that are going to comment on your material and make you feel down about yourself. And if you're truly awakened and you're in your path, that won't bother you because you'll know they're just low vibrational, right? And it's like you want to make fun of the people that are low vibrational, but you don't. It's just because they're just dark, you know? And there's some people on this planet that are dark and they're not meant to be of the light. They're meant to stop us. And those people you have to be able to discern from, because if you get stuck in that, then you're going to be stuck. Always ask your guides for help, strength, advice, encouragement, protection, and live in your power. That's all I can say is live in your power. Don't let anyone break you down. This is a group right now. This video, this whole channel is, you can tell your story in my comments if you feel comfortable doing so. You can email me if you want to, and I'll give you my email. Like, I will literally help you because we're all in this together, okay? But just don't let the negativity pull you back. Because if you came to this channel, it's because you were led here for a reason, and it was because this is the part where you're supposed to be learning. And that's the only reason you're here. And the other people that are here because they want to knock me down. And I'll know those people just by their comments. So it's just, once you get more awakened, you'll be able to discern the people around you. You'll be able to see their auras. You'll be able to see. And it's going to be hard because you're going to have family and friends that you're going to realize stole your inheritance, did spell work, black magic on you your whole life, like held you back from your destiny or who you were. You're going to have people that you won't even realize just doing things behind your back that you thought cared about you. There are going to be things that are going to pop up and it's going to literally shock the crap out of you. But you have to keep going and you have to know that you're not alone. We've all been through this. And this is our journey. And you're here to receive support and nothing else. So just, if you're ever feeling alone, just know that you're not alone. You can talk to your guides, you can talk to the universe, whoever you want to believe in. It's just that you have to believe. And you have to ask for protection. And biggest thing is, get online and start learning how to protect your energy. Okay? That's the biggest thing. Because if someone comes in and they're very negative, you take on that energy, especially if you're an empath. You take on that energy and then you start to feel and think the way that they do, if that makes sense. And suddenly they walk out all chipper and everything because they just sucked you dry. And now you got to go sage your house and put your black crystals in your bra. You know, it's stuff like that. But just know that we're all almost getting there. I've been feeling it. I've been told it. I've been really happy because I've kind of felt alone in this. And just know that you're protected. Just believe that. You have to believe that. Ask for protection. But the only way that the universe can protect you is if you raise your vibration and you clear out your chakras. Because the low vibrational people, they can't see you. It's like they see you, but they can't, anything they say to you or throw at you, whether it be spiritual manipulation, negative karma, anything like that, it won't hit you because it's kind of like you're up here and they're down here. If that makes sense? So low vibrational people, they can attack each other and it'll hurt or whatever. But once you start elevating in your life, you're going to start being shown the people around you that are not supposed to be in your life. And those people will drop off. You will lose friends. You will lose family members. You will lose, relationships. You will be shocked, but you have to keep going because there's new people. Your new soul tribe is waiting for you, if that makes sense. And it's so much better It's better not to be in negativity. It's better not to be, you know, and live in your purpose. And the whole purpose here is that the Earth, the planet is changing to the point where there'll be a 5D Earth, right? There's a 5D Earth, and that's what we all are trying to get to. And the 5D Earth, I don't know, because it's not shown to me, if it's a separate planet, which I feel like it is. I feel like it is. But it's something that only high vibrational people will see, if that makes sense. And low vibrational, when this all starts to happen, will stay on the planet, and it will be criminals. It will be anything low vibrational will be left. And living in negativity, living in crime, living in that plane. So, I don't know, I hope this helps. And I'm just, every time I start to feel really called to do something, I'll post a video. But if you guys want to hear about anything, you know, I posted a video on TikTok about people starting to realize their, you know, people's family members stole inheritances from them. And every single one of us that was incarnated on this planet to elevate this planet was left a destined path. And what do you call it? Like an inheritance, but it's not just an inheritance in 3D, it's inheritance in the 5D from the universe. So once you get through all of this and you're elevating, you just get gifts. It's like every time you open your eyes and you turn around, it's like, you know, you'll have money, you'll have luck, you'll have this, you'll have that. It's just like you get all these great things. Things just start to happen for you. You'll have protection, you'll have everything. It's awesome. So I think that's about it. But again, if you guys think of anything that you want to know about, if you're feeling stuck or lonely or going through a really tough cycle, please comment below or ask to email me. And if I have a story, if I can help you get out of that cycle, I'll give you some information on that. But there's so many of us out there, so I will definitely think of people to refer you to. Christina Lopes, Lopes, is amazing at helping you understand like the certain stages of what you go through and stuff. She's amazing. She helped me. But she's, if you're in a certain dark area, there's a lot of spell work and black magic going on right now. And, and I got hit with it by several different people on all ends. And I was in such a place, I had no idea what it is. And now it's kind of like, I'll get like a tinge in the back of my neck and I'll be like, oh geez, are they at it again? That's what's great about, like, you know, you have to just keep going. You have to keep elevating because it's not going to hit you, if that makes sense. So I am excited for this channel. I hope it grows. I'm also on TikTok, and it's Enlightened Aries, at Enlightened Aries on TikTok. I'll do short ones there. But I look forward to seeing you guys and seeing your comments. And if you like the material, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.